Good evening, Saints. Welcome to...
Fantastic job done by Chris Cadwell. Way to open us up into tonight's little bout. So it looks like we've got the McClintock Chargers versus the Notre Dame Saints. It's going to be a fantastic game tonight, Chris.
I can agree with that. I am very excited to see how the Saints will perform against McClintock High School tonight.
You got to admit, after seeing the first few games from McClintock, they have a fantastic run game. I'm interested to see how the defense of the Saints matches up with that.
I am as well. Hopefully the Saints can take this win tonight. I think they can. How about you, Ben?
You know what? I'm a believer, as Shrek once said. Now, this night is particularly special because it is the homecoming game, if I'm not correct.
You are very correct, Ben. I'm glad you can keep up on our website.
Absolutely. So that really indicates a more special kind of night.
I agree. This is going to be a very good game. Very exciting.
Looks like we got the captains meeting out on the middle of the field. Jake Smith over on the right. Looks like Adam Boyer on his left. Number 54 for the Saints. Let me scroll down to his... Chris, I hate your computer. That's going to be Grant Boyer. And then number 12, coming up on the far left side, Tyler Schweigert. Schweigert? Yogurt? Remember that time I forgot Dan Marley's kid's name for an entire basketball game? That was exciting.
That was a very fun night.
All right, Chris, let's just get some sort of preliminary...
Looks like some sort of smoke has gone off on the other side of the field.
Possibly. Maybe signifying the impending doom of the McClintock Chargers.
It is currently hovering over the Chargers' bleachers on the other side of the field.
All 12 of the people that came out to support McClintock.
The rest is the marching band.
Thank you, marching band. Now, Chris, based off of... You're a senior, correct?
That's correct.
Have you been to every game?
Every home game.
Every home game. Perfect. So, based off of what you've seen, what would you say are the strengths and weaknesses of the Saints this season?
Well, I'd definitely say Jake Smith is a very, very good player. I mean, he's already been selected for the Under Armour All-American in Family Insurance Award, and he's going to be on the team, which will be playing in Florida.
We're doing the national anthem really quick.
Keep them safe from injury and harm, instill in them a respect for each other, and reward them for their perseverance. May they be sound models to imitate all who admire them, and help them always to be athletes of the Holy Spirit, to win your unfading prize, an imperishable crown that lasts forever. We make this prayer in Jesus' name. Amen. Our Lady, patroness of Notre Dame, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem, performed tonight by members of the Notre Dame Prep Honors Choir. Please welcome Zoe McCarthy, Natalie Brothen, and Gia Copeland.
So proudly we hail at amazing performance by our very own Notre Dame students, Zoe McCarthy, Gia Cafu, and one other girl that I cannot recognize at the time.
Way to go, Chris. Be a true saint. Knowledge of everyone on the field.
My eyes are going bad.
Fantastic job, as usual. Now we can see a celebratory hug going on in the sidelines between Mrs. Beers and the 3 young ladies. Again, fantastic job. You're going to get a 9. So, Chris, as we were saying before the amazing anthem and prayer, what do you think are the strengths and weaknesses of the Saints this season?
Definitely, I believe Jake Smith has a strong role as the wide receiver and a running back. He is a senior, a fellow student like me, and he's just probably one of the best players I've seen in high school football. He's definitely won many awards so far. Absolutely.
Very decorated individual. Very sought after by a lot of colleges. I remember he ranked up to about 22 offers in his junior year. I know he committed to Texas, which is going to be very exciting to see him. All right, we got the kickoff going off. Looks like Jake Smith drops the ball, moving down in the middle, bumps into his own defender, and gets swallowed by the Chargers at around the 15-yard line. Looks like it's going to be on the 16.
I have missed your energy, Ben.
Need some more fire back in the booth. Now, I do know that Jake Farrell is the starting quarterback.
That's correct.
How is his performance stacking up this season?
Personally, I believe he's a very good quarterback. I'm going to say this for a lot of students because our team is possibly unbeatable.
They are undefeated, 6-0 this season.
That is correct. Jake Farrell, I believe he is a great quarterback. He really knows where to set the ball. He's got a perfect eye for whoever's open, and he just sets it right out there.
Some fantastic football IQ. Let's see it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Farrell takes a snap, gives it off, running up the middle.
And stops, unfortunately.
Way to go, Dominic Mastro. Pushing through to about the 29. That is a big start, kind of just penetrating right through the center of the Chargers defense. Do you think that is a statement made on Coach George Prelock's part?
I believe he has a strategy, just push straight through him. Hopefully we can come out the other side. I think if they got the
Farrell
right
to Smith.
side,
Smith on the left side. Moving.
Dodges, up and outside, out of bounds.
Getting a little handsy with the boys from McClintock at about the 40-yard line. Some good yardage, and that's going to be enough to move the chains for the Saints' first down. There's a snap. Farrell over to Smith. Smith facing 2, pushes through. Out of bounds around the 52-yard line. And the Saints have reached the halfway point. Now, Chris, not going to lie, based off the first couple plays on the Saints, this is a very dominating performance.
I can agree. The Saints are pushing through it. They're every play, they're getting much further and further.
It's yardage. That's what counts. You got to keep the ball moving forward.
That is exactly right.
Number 27, moving up, takes a hit from the right side and goes down at about the 50. You know what? I want to, well, it's not the 50. It's transverses over at the 42. And that was number 27, the running back, Dominic Mastro, the true junior, 5'9", 190. He's got some real power behind those legs. Farrell and Mastro moving around to the backfield. Oh, man in motion. Oh! Ball flies over. Uh-oh.
Do we have a turnover?
We might have a possible McClintock charge. Oh, gosh. What an unfortunate situation for the Saints. The ball literally flew 30,000 feet above Jake Farrell's head. He couldn't catch it. And the McClintock Chargers. That's kind of a mouthful now that I think about it. The McClintock Chargers Jumped on it.
Maybe for you.
Man. Well, you know what? This gives us an opportunity just to see how strong the Saints defense is. They were the Iron Curtain last season. Let's see if they've dissolved a little. Ha ha!
I believe I have
Metal jokes. Is it corrode? Yeah, corrode is the term.
Yeah, corrode. Yeah.
I got a C- in chemistry. Thanks, Charles Wynn.
Yeah.
McClintock starting off strong, scrambling over to the right side, throwing. Number 9 for the Chargers.
Takedown.
Moving up the right. Ooh, got a flag on the field.
Just before the 30-yard line. Looks like about the 29.
Well, that is just before the 30-yard line, so you are, in fact, correct.
Actually, you got a point.
Now, let's wait and see really quickly what that flag is. I honestly couldn't tell you what happened.
Couldn't tell you either.
Maybe that's because I don't watch football, or maybe it's not.
It's a great thing to say.
Oh, that's going to send him back. Holding against the Chargers. That is a rough call, especially when you have some positive yardage. Really puts a dent in your game plan. Now, we have our vice president last season, Cole Shapansky, in the booth. Cole, you got any words for us?
You know, I saw my friend Jake Smith in the bathroom earlier, and I'm really looking for a big performance out of him tonight. You know, I'm looking forward to this game, so we'll see what happens. You'll see me out there during halftime presenting the crown to the homecoming king and queen today. So
that's going to be good. Get some royalty action at halftime. Saints defense doing some good work at halting the Chargers, but oh! Might have a sack on the field. Quarterback moving.
Ball thrown, and it's out of bounds.
Bounced out of bounds. Number 11 for the McClintock Chargers looked at the ball and said, no, you know what? I don't want to catch it, and hit it out of bounds.
You know, I don't think he's Odell Beckham Jr. He did not have that one-hand catch.
Absolutely not. And number 7, their quarterback, is definitely not Ben Roethlisberger.
Absolutely not.
Because Ben Roethlisberger can't run. That dude's like 900 years old.
Is that so?
I think that's exactly how old he is.
Ah,
so
he's Yoda.
Is that older than that? I thought he was a little older. Oh! Number 7, back to number 11. Number 11 catches it this time.
And then gets completely sacked.
Absolutely. Well, sacked, swallowed, decimated, any adjective that you really want to attribute to him. The point is, it's a complete pass.
Unfortunately, it is.
That being said, the Chargers are back by about, yeah, it's 4th and like a mile for the Chargers. So it looks like we're getting some special teams action. Jake Smith trotting out in the backfield. Who knows? Maybe we can see a punt return for a touchdown this game.
That would be quite the sight. As I have a stroke mid-sentence.
Isn't that wild how sight and quite rhyme?
It is.
Ball's going up in the air. That is a huge kick.
I've lost it. Up there.
Very in front of Smith. Doesn't look like he wants to take that one. The Chargers are just frolicking to the ball.
Get some classical music playing.
Looks like they were 3-year-olds out on a playground instead of high school student athletes.
On a field.
Time to compete with Mr. Gwynn. So, men, satisfy your carnivore cravings at the Dad's Club. First ever meetup barbecue on October 12th at 5:30 p.m. at the Wingate Ranch Clubhouse. This is a man-only event. Sign up at ndpsaints.org/meetup. You do not need to be a member of Dad's Club to attend, but you do need to be a man. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Smith. What the heck?
Where did he come from? He came away from the other end.
Honestly, I looked down for half a second. Jake Smith puts it to the house.
Wow, he was like a Ferrari.
Honestly, faster than a Ferrari.
I could believe it. I would believe it.
An F-16 fighter pilot. It's not even fair. It's not even... When you have a team that's competing against a player as dominating and as nightmarish as Jake Smith, you might as well just forfeit.
The absolute unit, Jake Smith.
Took one to the house for 6 points. That's the first score of the game, ladies and gentlemen, coming in at, looks like 8:13 left in the quarter, and Jake Smith has already put points up on the board.
6-0 Saints in the lead. Let's see if we can get that field goal.
Number 27.
You know what's weird, Andy?
Farrell and Dominic Mastro back in. Going over. Tips out. Sean Lehman kicking off for the Saints. Look at that big leg coming in, sends it down. Looks like number 7 for the McClintock Chargers taking it, going down the left side of the field, moving, trying to make some speed happen, and gets, oh! Someone dropped the shoulder on him.
Completely destroyed at the 27 or 28-yard line.
As we say, completely destroyed. He did not hit the ground. I just want to clarify, he was still standing.
That's why I said he was shredded. We have a ghost laughing in the background.
Now, so we got a 1st and 26 for the Chargers. That's a lot of ground to cover to get to the Saints' end zone.
That is definitely a lot of ground to cover.
Hopefully, Ben Roethlisberger for the Chargers and Odell Beckham Jr. can make something happen this run. Looks like we got a trips right formation. 3 on the right, 2 on the left, 1 in the back, it appears. Could be seeing a run play out of the right side. Chargers. Oh! Talk about getting absolutely bear hugged.
Your terminology is impeccable, Ben.
As always. It's you know what, it's always good to see a team that is competent in both their run defense and their pass defense. That's taken some serious strategy.
I think Coach Prelock has done a great job at coaching the team this year. I think he is possibly one of the greatest coaches. He should go on to professional football. Honestly,
I've heard he has an offer with the Buccaneers right now, but I know that he really wants to take a spot at the Raiders.
The Raiders, that would be a big team to take over.
I know he is beefing. Just want to sauce a quick shout out to Sean Sodi, our cameraman for tonight's game, doing a lot of great work tracking the ball and keeping in the action. Thanks, Sean. Back to football. Chargers drop another pass and find themselves in a 4th down position once more. Special teams coming back onto the field a little bit slower than last time after that tremendous run by the one and only Jake Smith. Ball's going up. Kick's going down. Smith does not look like he wants to take a bite of it.
Smith just stared at it and he's like, you know.
It's not worth it. He doesn't want to put 6 more up on the board. That's too easy for him.
It's too easy. Too easy.
The true senior out of Delaware. Doesn't need it. Now, I do want to make a small correction. Last time, I think I might have accidentally said that it was a punt return for the 6, but it was the first play after the punt. If you recall, they didn't get the punt. They let the Chargers jump onto it. So just a small correction for our tremendous audience out there. This is the first play. Now Farrell, Mastro back. Movement's going to be run play. Over to Mastro. Mastro's trying to make some action happen on the left. Smith with a huge block. Huge Block.
Hugh Block?
Hugh Block, my
That-
favorite guy.
Is that an up-and-coming actor?
Oh, it's not an up-and-coming actor. It's an up-and-coming pitcher
Oh.
in the NBA.
MBA.
MLB. That's the term.
There it is.
Major League Baseball.
I can see you're very educated in sports.
Not Masters, Bachelors, of Associates. Looks like Mastro in the back. Farrell taking it over to Smith. Smith on the right side has some room to run. Look at the Jets on him go.
Afterburners on and all the way into the end zone.
An easy 6 for the true senior. There's a reason he's number 1, folks. It's an easy extra point for the Saints. That's going to put up about 16 points. That's going to be about 14 points for the Saints.
A very, very good point terminology or point IQ here.
Look, there is 5:18 left in the first. This is a huge deficit for the McClintock Chargers to be in so early in the game.
Interesting vocabulary.
I want it all.
Number 11, Matt Haggart set kickoff for Notre Dame. To return, number 4, Bryce Tate. Number 11, William Roberts for the Chargers.
Matt Haggart, kicking for the Saints. Ooh, ball bouncing. Looks like the Chargers are not going to be able to scoop it up. It's going to be a touchback. Looks like we had some action between number 10 of the Chargers and number 8 of the Saints. Little bit of a kerfuffle over on the 25-yard line.
Kerfuffle. That is a very professional word. I'm very much enjoying your terminology again, Ben. So, you're in college now.
I am.
How are you enjoying it at Barrett Honors ASU?
Well, it's definitely interesting. It's definitely new and different from a high school experience.
How did it feel when you first got into the dorms and left your parents' house? You feel like you could handle it? You're all good to go?
Are you trying to infer that I'm some sort of unstable individual? I can't handle being away from home?
You said it, not me.
Look, Chris, I went to summer camp. McClintock Chargers snap it. Ooh, uh-oh. Oh! Oh, no!
And taken down.
What a play by the Chargers. That is a fantastic play. Faked me out. Oh, boy.
Something I wasn't expecting, and they definitely got a little distance there, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which
Hey,
standpoint.
we have to give credit where credit is due. Great play by the Chargers, moving the chains deep into Saints territory. That's going to put him about the 50-yard line exactly. Now, Ben Roethlisberger really faked me out. Heck, I thought he threw the ball away. But he didn't. And Saints take a little bit of a loss. Let's hope that they can shore up their defense and not let some little play action happen again. Throwing it to the left side. Ooh!
Almost turnover.
Fantastic hustle by number 3, Connor Butt, for the Saints. Is that how you pronounce it?
Pass incomplete, broken up by Connor Butt. Second and 10 from midfield. Fans, tonight's game is being live streamed by our own NDP Live video production team of Andy Knoll and Chris Cadwell, and tonight's announcer, alumni announcer, Ben Davis. So make sure you check us out on the live stream.
Huge thanks to my favorite psychology teacher, Mr. Gwyn Charles. Coming in for a quick announcement. Thanks for the kudos. Miss ya.
So, Andrew,
Huge throw down the left side. Oh, too far for number 4 of the Chargers.
He did not have the reach. He did not have that good old kindergarten toy where you click the lever and it scoops it up for you.
What?
You don't remember those
What?
toys? There's the toys. It's the arm and it has the.
Chris, can you explain to me why on earth he would bring out some sort of retractable arm onto the field? I feel like that is definitely against the rules and AIA regulations for high school football.
Already been in trouble for that once.
Cole Shapansky back in the booth. Got kicked out, actually, for having 2 retractable arms instead of just a robot man. Now, listen, we've got special teams for the Chargers kicking it back off. Looks like we got number 21? Who's that? Scroll down, Chris.
Alex Klassen.
Alex Klassen, the true senior, coming in at 5'7", 150 pounds. Well-proportioned indeed.
He's a good kid. I have English class with him, and he is quite the character. He's a good student, too.
Well, let's hope that helps him out on the field tonight against the McClintock Chargers in their homecoming game. Now look at this field position for the Saints. They are literally on the 0-yard line. Trying to make a run happen. Ooh, some speed happening.
The Iron Curtain, and
I don't think that's the correct use of the term, but sure. Dominic Mastro, number 27, taking it out to the 10-yard line, coming in. Oh, boy. It's going to be about 2nd and 3. Thanks, Ben Emig. Really appreciate it. The true love coming out of U of A. Hope you're having a great time down there, son. Dominic Mastro. Oh, I just licked the mic. Dominic Mastro piercing through the defense of the Chargers. Coming in with a quick gain. Moving the chains for the Saints. We got 3:47 left in the first quarter. The ball is on the Saints 18. Farrell and Mastro in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Farrell takes it, looking to his right side, throws deep. Wants Smith. Smith. Oh, no.
Unsuccessful pass, unfortunately.
Was that to Jake Smith? That was.
Not to Jake Smith. That was to number 6, Lawrence Ruggiero.
Lawrence Ruggiero. True senior. Hey, we all miss a pass every once in a while. Correction, Zach Gray with the incomplete pass. Just want to send out a small statement to Gabby. We miss her due to the fact that she is a legend. My man, Nick Bango, you can most definitely get a shout out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it here at Notre Dame Preparatory. Saints lining up on the 30-yard line. Farrell and Mastro back in shotgun formation once more. Trips left formation. Farrell, look to the left, throws. Ooh, good snag by number, can't really see. Number 9, Zach Gray. Way to pull it in. A little bit of retribution for that missed pass a couple minutes ago.
I guess that is what happened there, Ben.
men in motion, moving over to the right side. Looks like Farrell might be tossing it. Yes, he does. Dominic Mastro attempts, but isn't able to do anything. Gets stopped at about the 35. That's going to be a gain of 0 for the Saints.
If I'm correct, that's known as a sneaky pass. And he just snuck it right through the middle. Unfortunately, he did not get it all the way through. He was stopped about halfway.
The sneaky pass was not so sneaky. McClintock Chargers saw right through it and said, hey, we don't like any sneaking around here.
He was not a successful sneaky snake.
About to kick you off this broadcast, Chris.
That's not very nice to say on the air.
3 men in the backfield. Farrell. Ooh, everyone stands up. Looks like we got a timeout on the field.
Can you replicate that noise again?
No.
Okay.
Was that a timeout on the Chargers or the Saints?
The timeout on the looks like the Saints.
Looks like the Saints indeed. Getting some intel from head coach George Prelock. Just want to say a quick thank you to the sponsors in our game day roster folder. Please support the businesses that support NDP. Go Saints! Hattie, I apologize for doing just enough to get by in this broadcast.
Personally, I disagree. I think we were doing something quite special. We're bringing you quality entertainment, quality commentating of tonight's homecoming game. By the way, NDP students, if you are not aware, hopefully you are, because there was a deadline. Homecoming tickets were sold on NDP Saints, their website. Hopefully you all have a great weekend. Enjoy the dance. Stay safe out there. And,
Chris, I love how you end your sentences with such finality and such conclusion. I could tell where the period was in that one. Jake Smith going on the right side, trying to bust through the Chargers defense. Gets a little bit of room. Gets just enough to get a Saints first down.
You know, I never was good at writing paragraphs, writing essays, anything like that.
You might want to think about getting better at that, because that is a very big part of college, let me tell you. I had a 10-page essay that I had to bust out on Tuesday night. It was on the 2009 documentary Good Hair by Chris Rock, produced by Jeff Stilson.
Oh?
Winner of 5 Academy Awards and 16 nominations. Dominic Mastro taking on the right side, moving to get some speed. Ooh-hoo-hoo! What a truck absolutely leveled some poor soul on the McClintock Chargers side. That kid's not going to get up. Chris, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't show up to school tomorrow or the rest of the year.
Well, seeing as tomorrow is Saturday, I hope he doesn't show up to school.
He does show up for school. He doesn't know where he is. Let's see, what else can I flip through on here? Dude, Hattie's tossing some bombs. Stop playing with it. Okay, pass order number 14. Oh, gets caught down by the knees. But that's enough to make another first down for the Saints. I wish we had a counter, some statistics that we could toss out to fill up some of the blank space in between things that are going. You know what I'm saying? Little football stats. That's your job, Cole.
90% of all dead people are dead. That's a good one.
That's a fact. You heard it here first. Look, that's actually a good point. What if there were zombies? Chris, what would you do?
Oh, goodness, I would run for my life.
Any specific place you would go to?
My house.
You sure?
Yes.
The zombies would check there first.
Jake Smith would probably be the most safe out of all of us.
The zombies can't catch him.
He would just be running and having his arms out, clotheslining every zombie in the way.
And then he would get another scholarship offer
from Zombie University.
I guess, yeah. I don't know which university would still be rocking and rolling.
The University of Infected Humans.
God, I hate you. That's a bad joke. Looks like we have another timeout on the field. Oh, no, that's the end of the quarter. So we got quarter 2 coming up. Saints, I mean, what could they do more? They are absolutely decimating the Chargers right now, putting up 12-0, and they've just stopped them at every single stop, I guess.
Oh, go on.
Ran out of words there.
I gathered that information, but you held it together, Ben. Where was the period in that one? Somebody was over the microphone.
There's some screeching going on by some ladies.
I see why.
Gosh. Well, it is so fantastic to see how all the great individuals that are coming out to support the Dog Pound tonight. We have a packed crowd, ladies and gentlemen. Saints moving on the right side, getting some awesome defense. Oh, and just absolutely clotheslined by number 11 of the Chargers. Number 11 is... Wait a second. Uh-oh. There's two number... No. Please don't tell me there's two number 11s out on the field.
On our team?
No, on the Chargers. Oh, it's a 41. I'm blind. So number 11 for the Chargers, just want to point out, playing offense and defense. That is a extremely taxing idea. But he's doing a great job getting that tackle. Two on the right, two on the left. And Mastro in the backfield with Farrell. Shotgun formation. Farrell takes it down in the pocket, throws over. Oh, gosh. Number 4 for the Chargers almost had an absolutely devastating interception. Unfortunately, he just doesn't have the hands for it. Pass intended for Jake Smith. Smith probably not liking that someone almost picked off one of his passes. Got another 2 on the right, 2 on the left. Farrell takes the snap, drops into the pocket, throws. Hits the ground at about the 10-yard line. This may be a product of the...
Go on.
Uh-oh, looks like it was 4th down. We're switching over to the Chargers offense. You know what? I gotta say, I really like the assertiveness that Prelock is taking with the strategy. We're not gonna kick it off. You know what? We're not going to kick a field goal. We're going to push. That's what I like to see. That's the fire that's going to take these boys to the championships this year.
Good shot.
Thanks. Chargers take it over. Number 12 catches it. It's going to send him to about the 34, 35? I don't know. Chris Cadwell currently hiding under the table in the broadcasting booth. Not really sure why he ducked under there. He does have very sensitive ears. A lot of loud noises do trigger him quite easily. Make sure he gets his bottle. Chargers. Oh, wow! What an absolute number 29 for the Chargers. Oh.
He got the sneak.
Wow. That is a very big play for the McClintock Chargers, making it all the way from about the 35-yard line to about the Saints' 12. Did you see how he ducked in and out of the Saints defense right in the middle?
I did. That was impressive.
Absolutely. If the Chargers had more of that, this might not be such a unbalanced game. Fantastic play by number 29. See him in the back. I'd say they're probably going to just toss to him and say, hey, Get it in the goal. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely know what you're saying.
That's what they plan to do. Oh, and he absolutely gets he gets eliminated. The Saints are saying, you know what, buddy? That's the only run you're going to get tonight.
I guess so.
Got to take a quick shout out to the chat. Hadi Lasheen putting some moves on everybody in the chat. Unfortunately, no one agrees with him. Sorry, Hadid. You're in the wrong house, my friend. What'd you do to the chat?
No gain. Third down and 9. Correction. Third and goal from the 9 for the Chargers.
Chargers struggling to make something happen. Tosses it over to number 29. Number 29. Oh, what a throw. A little flea flare crash. Number 7. And he falls and his knees crumble. He is resembling more and more like Ben Roethlisberger as the minutes go by. Now, however, that was a very creative play on the Chargers' side, but it just didn't pan out. Why not?
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Fantastic job by Chris Cadwell, as always.
As always, yeah.
Looks like the Chargers are just trying to put some points up on the board. They really just need to get something to motivate them. And that's going to come in the form of 3 points, unless they miss, which is a possibility.
I think that,
They missed it. And the McClintock Chargers missed a field goal from about 10 feet away.
It went just to the right. Oh, okay. It went just to the right of a field goal post. It looks good, but from our angle, of course, anything can look like anything.
And we do over here in the broadcast booth, we do like to jest, we like to poke fun, keep it entertaining. But a lot of respect to get out there and beat the kicker. That's a big job on a football team. Takes a lot of courage. And we do feel when they miss it, especially when they're 10 yards away.
Talk to the Browns about that one, Ben.
I would, but they fired him. Saints taking over at their own 20-yard line. Looks like Farrell and Mastro in the back with 2 on each side. Farrell to Mastro. Mastro putting the moves on, he's dancing. Number 27 is dancing, takes a little bit of a hard hit.
He put that arm out, try and take him out, but it did not work, unfortunately.
Hey, it worked enough to give him about 5 yards.
That is true. He did get it about 5 yards.
Now, with 8:16 left in the second quarter, what do you think is going to go down, Chris?
Well, seeing as Saints currently have a humongous lead, yeah, I would say still humongous lead. I think, of course, they're going to take over this game, as they always do. They're going to win this, in my personal opinion.
Well, I hope so. Unfortunately, on the field, we do have an injury on the McClintock Chargers side.
Hopefully he's okay.
Can't really tell what the injury is right now. I don't know if it's the 14-point deficit that's really getting to him. But hopefully he recovers.
Yes, of course.
Also, NDP would like to thank the sponsors in our game day roster folder, so please support the businesses
Now, the situation on the field has gone on longer than any of us expected. We're really hoping that it is not nothing serious. It is not nothing. That's a double negative. We do hope that nothing serious is happening on the field. Hope this kid's leg is... Number 27, or number 30, excuse me, assisted by number 27, making his way off the field. Glad to see him up and walking. Hopefully he recovers and feels better. Chargers and the Saints take the field once more. Ball on the Saints 25. Farrell takes a snap, throws it to Mastro. Mastro moving on the left side. Wants to dance a little bit more. Chargers say, okay, we'll tango. And take him down at about the 26-yard line.
How much tango practice do you think it takes to perform moves like that?
3.
3. How many lessons is that?
Oh, Dominic Mastro for the Saints, charging down on the Chargers, really putting it to them and getting out to about the Chargers' 42-yard line. Somewhat in a contradiction with Hadi Lasheen's latest message. How are these bad players winning? Hadi, I don't know. They're 6-0. You tell me.
I think he's mad at you.
Farrell and Mastro in the backfield. 2-2 on each side. Farrell looking to his right side. Tosses it out. Number 2. Oh, what a catch. That's going to be by Robbie Brodar, ducking under one of the Chargers defenders for another Saints touchdown.
The true senior, 5'11", 155 pounds. Perfect build.
That is one of those picture-perfect catches. The ball just sort of crisscrossed in between the Chargers defender's arms and right into Robbie Brodar's.
It's like he predicted it.
Looks like Saints coming out to, are they going to kick or are they going to go for the extra point? I guess we'll see. Looks like they're going for the extra point. Farrell takes the snap, tosses it over. Oh, what a throw!
It's good.
That's going to be number 27, Dominic Mastro. The running back coming in with a passing play. Multi-talented. Matt Higart back to kick for the Saints. Booming it down on the right side. Looks like Charger number 11 going to pick it up. Attempting to move. Gets tripped at about the 35-yard line. Number 11 definitely can't be disappointed in his performance tonight. He has put up a formidable opposition against the Notre Dame Saints. Correction, Matt Hagart for that awesome kick. Looks like the Notre Dame Saints. Notre Dame Saints are spinning touchdown Jesus. I can't tell if that's sacrilegious or not, but it resulted in a Saints sack on the Chargers at about the 20-yard line.
Can we hire you?
Chargers take the snap, moving on the right side. Ben Roethlisberger tosses it. Oh, number 58, it looks like absolutely suplexed that young man from the Chargers deep into the turf. Glad to see that he's up and moving. That was thunderous. Chargers moving on the left side, getting some room to run. All of the Saints' defense absolutely converged and brought him down at about the 32-yard line. Will that be enough to move the chains for the Chargers? No. Looks like it's going to be a fourth down on McClintock with about 10 to go. A little over 10 to go.
Why'd you do that?
Jake the Machine Smith back at about the 35 for the Saints to receive this punt. Now, keep in mind, Chris, he really has not taken a bite out of the last few punts, but hopefully we get to see some action on this one. Punt's up, punt's good, and Smith looks at it. Watches it bounce out of bounds. Meanwhile, Saints throw. Number 25 of the Saints catches it moving. Oh, number 11 brings him down, but at the expense of his own spine. Saints take the field. Two in the back. Farrell right up on the center. Man in motion action. Looks like we're going to be on the left side of the field. Looking over. Gives it to Dominic Mastro. Dominic. It's Dominic, right? Dominic pushes through for about a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the Chargers 47.
That is a knee.
Now, Chris, somewhat of a separate topic than football. How are your classes going this year? You're a senior, correct?
That's correct. Now, earlier you made a reference to Charles Wynn, chemistry teacher. I actually have him first period.
What a way to wake up.
Yeah, it's a way to wake up. Now, I'm not complaining with the class. I find it very interesting and fun.
Chemistry, it's essentially what runs life. You know?
That is a
Carbon, baby.
Carbon, yes. I also have Mr. Newglowski.
Mr. Niewenglowski.
Oh, yes.
Math, another essential subject.
College algebra. If I'm not mistaken, did you take college algebra too?
Nope, I took calc.
Oh, okay. There it is. And, of course, I have yearbook, which you did amazing in, didn't you?
Thank you. I was hated by roughly everyone in the class.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it looks like Dominic Mastro getting some chops in on the right side of the field, storming up to about the 16-yard line. 17, I don't know. 17-yard line. Yes, I did have yearbook last year, Chris, and I want to make a note to everyone listening. All of the pages that I did were redone after I submitted them because they were just that bad.
I wonder why. Oh, wait. I know why.
I didn't pay attention in anything.
See, I'm trying to do my best to pay attention, but Elena keeps changing the format. Now, I'm not complaining. We need to make it look good. But it's changed about every class period.
Hey, you got to keep it fresh. You got to keep it new.
Yeah, of course.
See what sticks. Throw the spaghetti at the wall. That's what I like to say. Literally, throw spaghetti at the wall.
You want to supply...
Chris, throw spaghetti at the wall.
Do you want to supply the spaghetti?
No. I'm a college student. I'm broke.
Would you like to supply me some ramen then?
Sure.
I did
Sure.
see it.
I have about 30 packages of ramen in my room.
I do believe I did see that in the student memorial building.
Student union. Yes,
Sorry.
we do have a union, ladies and gentlemen. Labor union. We're making it up. Looks like we do unfortunately have a injured player on the Chargers side. That's
Take
the
two.
second one of the night. Yeah, unfortunately,
Face down,
having a rough night.
drowning in the glory.
Small correction. We do apologize for the people watching right now. It is, in fact, the second quarter. Our technician, Andrew Knoll, unfortunately made he made a small error. It's going to be a touchdown for the Saints. Number 12, Tyler Schweigert, putting the lead up to about, if my math is correct, 26. Man, Chris, that is a rough thing to go into halftime with. A 26-0. What do you think? 28-0. That's even bigger, Chris.
I can agree.
Extra point for the Saints is good. Two extra points, better than one. That's going to take the lead for the Saints up to 30 points. Chris, what do you think about that?
Well, of course, Saints, as always, undefeated. Still 6-0.
And it doesn't look good for the Chargers to pull them off the throne. Now, as we were sort of discussing before the game began, the Chargers' defense and sort of their strengths when it comes to their their run game and their pass blocking, they aren't showcasing that tonight.
No, they are not. The Saints, however, are definitely
very dominant as usual. And so you got to imagine what's really going on. Is it maybe the injuries that are getting to them?
What do you think is? Bye, Gwen. What just happened? What?
Matt Hagar kicking it off, bouncing. Ooh, Chargers can't get a handle on it. Jumps on it because he can't do anything else. Number 12 for the Chargers, scooping the ball up at about the 31-yard line. Holding it up so that everyone sees that he did, in fact, jump on it.
I got the ball.
Way to go, number 12. Prancing back to his yard line. Now with 1:59 left in the quarter and this half, to be honest. What do you think the Chargers can do? Do you think they can switch up their run game, make sort of a more directed approach, or do you think they should put some more emphasis on their pass game? Chris, what's the move? Fantastic job by Chris, as always, being the most attentive and concentrated member of the booth. He listened to approximately 0% of that question, ladies and gents. I'll tell you, both. Now, the Chargers are really having a difficult time.
That they are.
Uh-oh. Timeout on the Saints. You're kind of curious why they would want a timeout. They've literally stopped everything that the Chargers have tried. Why do you think that they would want to take a break from that?
I think they're taking a beating. They need to come back, think about what they're doing.
Chris, I don't think you listened again. The Saints are the ones that issued that timeout. Why would they issue a timeout if they're up by 30 points?
I think they want to give the Chargers a chance to contemplate their next move.
Make it a fair game.
Yes,
Coach Prelock wants some action. He's hungry for it.
He's saying they're not trying hard enough. He wants them to try harder.
Allegedly, every night before George Prelock goes to bed, he whispers to himself, I wish there was a better team in Arizona.
In fact, there is.
Absolutely. Thank you, James Lansborough. Huge shout out to Mr. George Prelock. He's been doing a fantastic job for years now with the football program. As I said that, McClintock just scored a touchdown. That's not on his shoulders, though. That was number 11. Again, fantastic. Look, I got to give credit to where credit's due, Chris. Number 11 for the Chargers has been such a formidable opponent for the Saints. Heck, if it was a field full of number 11s from the McClintock Chargers, I think we'd have a different game on our hands.
I think we might have a different game. I think they might have a chance of getting more points.
Absolutely. Now 36, possibility going to 37 right now. 1 minute left in the half. Let's hope that they can get it. And let's hope that they can come out into the second half more strong. I really want to see the Chargers live up to their reputation so far. Now, getting over to Ben Emmig's question, my opinion on Carter 5. Lil Wayne, look, I love Lil Wayne. Oh my gosh! What are you talking about? McClintock Chargers failing another field goal. Look, if that son was on the Browns, he'd be fired immediately.
What would you like?
Very special congratulations go out to NDP seniors Sabrina Aravallo, Haley Cabrera, and Timothy Ryan for earning the recognition of National Hispanic Scholars. We are extremely proud of all three of you. Let's get a big round of applause for our National Hispanic Scholars. Sabrina Aravallo, Haley Cabrera, and Timothy Ryan. Great work. Attention, 8th graders and parents. NDP will host 8th grade day on Friday, November 7th, sponsored by Matthew Rilski. Sign up at ndpsaints.org/visit. Again, that's Mr. Rilski's 8th grade day on Friday, November 2nd. Sign up at ndpsaints.org/visit. We want to see all of our future Saints there.
Number 16 for the McClintock Chargers, running up to the ball. Let's see if his toe can tick it. And it does. On the right side, looks like it's going to go out to about the 35-yard line. Saints are going to let it gracefully bounce out of bounds. Chris, what do you think about that field position coming into the last minute of the half?
I think
Chris, I got to say, you're really on fire tonight with your answers. You are the most informative member that I've ever had the joy of co-commentating with. I got to say, you knock it out of the park 150% of the time. I'll tell you. I'll answer my own question, Chris. I'll tell you what their field position means. It doesn't matter what their field position means. They are up 24 points.
If it doesn't matter, then why'd you ask me a question?
Just wanted to get your opinion, Chris.
I don't have one.
Saints coming out at about their own 35-yard line. Farrell in the back. Three. Oh, we got a trips right. Got three receivers on the right side. We're going to be looking at the right. Farrell looks down the middle. What a bomb to number 25. Flies just out of his reach. Now, if he did bring that one down, Chris, he would have had some serious opposition because, look, you can clearly see number 11 for the McClintock Chargers is, it appears their safety.
Are you sure that's 11 or is that 41 again?
I really hope that that's 11. No, it's definitely 11.
Yeah, it's 11 on the right. Okay, I thought you were looking at that guy over there.
See, yep, 11 at about the 50-yard line. That's oh, he's running off the field. That's it.
Goodbye.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Still on the field.
Switching positions.
Absolutely. Farrell drops,
Saints
looks
got
to
that
the
throw.
right side. Number
had it.
2. Oh, what a juke. Number 41 just got his lunch eaten by number, who caught that ball?
Robbie Brodar.
Robbie Brodar. The Bull, as he likes to be called. Bringing it down and getting some serious yardage for the Saints.
He likes to be called that.
Farrell, what a throw. Looks like that was a fumble, ladies and gentlemen. Chargers going to retake the ball at about the 37-yard line. Their 37-yard line. Only about 45 seconds left in the half. Let's hope that they can do something. Clock is running down. The Chargers looking to hurry up. They really need to toss a Hail Mary. Heck, you know, Chris, if they toss a Hail Mary, I'll do a push-up. 18, 17, 16, 15. The Chargers need to structure down if they want to get one more play in. Down to 10 seconds. Chargers looking. Number 7, Ben Roethlisberger doesn't know what he's going to do. He wants to call the play. 4, 3, 2. Gets it done. He drops back in the pocket, throws over to number 11. Number 11 runs out of bounds. What an interesting decision to end the half. Looks like we're going to be headed into halftime with the Saints coming in at 30 points and the Chargers at 6. Hopefully they can really turn things around in the second half of this game and put up more of an opposition against the phenomenal Notre Dame Saints. Check, check, 1, 2. We good? Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the halftime show. It's just 4 dudes and, 3 dudes and 1 girl sitting in a small room. Wow. Very entertaining. So, you know what? I made a mistake, Jace. I can't count. There's our 4th dude. That's the man, Sean, right there. Doing some phenomenal tracking. If you have an iPhone charger, please FedEx it to us right now. This is a dire situation.
Postmates us an iPhone cord. Yeah. Look at his face. He's like, what?
This is man Sean. Sean, get over here. Sean, get over here. What are your thoughts on the game so far up in the Eagles' nest, as we like to call it?
It's quite good. Jake Smith is good at football. Sorry, this is my first time.
I love this.
That's my man. This is
6
Sean.
or 7 people.
It's great.
I have to
thanks.
say, you are doing a tremendous, awesome job, Sean. Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. But yeah, so game's going well. Jake Smith can indeed play football. Damn good at it, as I might say. the Texas commit. Is it? It's Texas. No, what is it? University of Texas?
State.
University of Texas.
Texas State University. There's a lot of states in Texas. I mean, well, there's a lot of. You know, technically, they did want to, secede, so they could have a lot of states. Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, thank you. Oh no, my friend needs it. Should I just take his time?
Yeah, I'm not gonna apologize.
All right. Well, everyone have a nice show.
See you, boy. Keep it up, man. Keep up the good work.
All right.
I'm being left behind.
Please don't fall off the top.
Andy, what are you doing? Give me some nuts.
Wait, did you just say nuts?
Nuts. No, sorry
Speaking of
about
knuckles.
everyone. Nuts.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're definitely alive.
Thank you.
Give me some nuts. Bye, Sean.
This is a wonderful halftime show brought to you by NTV Live.
It's casual. It's what we do best. It's sort of the informal setting. It's kind of how we establish such a comfortable rapport between you, the viewer, and us. I just made it out of focus, didn't I? I did. You and us. It's a casual environment. We're just people hanging out.
That's correct. We are.
Got something to say back there? So, yeah, I guess really quickly, sort of bust out my thoughts on the game so far. Extremely dominant, sort of what I expected by Jake Smith. I mean, he's had some tremendous runs, very good touchdowns. But McClintock they've had glimpses. They've had a few glimpses of what I was personally expecting tonight. Thank you. Everyone is applauding my words here.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm completely correct. No, I mean 30-6. There's been worse. There's been worse deficits. People have come back from worse. It doesn't happen a lot,
No.
but it's a possibility. We have to always remain optimistic. So, I guess with that out of the football talk, any other topics, Chris, that you wanna bring up?
Let's talk about college life. Now I already spoke a little bit about this before, but what is your favorite part about ASU? What do you think?
Oh, that's a fantastic question. So, college life, great topic. I'll be frank. Are we doing that right now? All right, let's flip back on the field. Let's get this homecoming action, because that's very important. Can you tell Sean to zoom in? So quickly.
2018 Queen is Jordan Weaver. And our 2018 Homecoming King is Jonathan Cohen. Congratulations to you both. Thank you all for coming out and supporting your Saints tonight. We hope everyone has a safe and fun homecoming. God bless you, Saints, and God bless America.
Jordan Weaver and Jonathan Kern, congrats for being named the homecoming king and queen. Very well done. Apologies, our audio cut a little bit out there. People got to realize this program, NDP Live, it's still somewhat in its infancy. We're still, getting things set. It's definitely not what you Fox News set up. Give us some liberties, ladies and gents.
I'd say we're toddlers.
The Chick-fil-A app. Get the app, use it whenever you order, and earn free treats. Get it! We've all downloaded apps before. You just go to the App Store or Google Play, type in Chick-fil-A, and download. Create an account, and there, you're all set. Use it. With the app, you can order and pay for your food from almost anywhere.
Anywhere?
Anywhere. At the office. Start my order while you're out running errands. Look at me, I'm running an errand. In a slide. The reception is horrible in here. Using the app lets you skip the lines.
Bradley, I've got your mobile carry out for you. Curbside pickup for Melissa? Thank you. My pleasure.
And if you're dining in or in the drive-thru, just scan your app and earn more points. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Earn it. Every time you use the app to place a mobile order or scan with purchase, you're earning points toward a treat. What are treats? Well, pretty much anything on the menu, such as waffle fries, an ice cream, a chicken sandwich. Just check your points in the app, and before you know it, oh. Can I get some Chick-fil-A sauce for this? So there you go, the Chick-fil-A app. Get it, use it, earn it. It's that simple. It's free calling. It's for you. So go. Go do it. Get your phone. Why are you still watching me?
Oh my God, dude, Sophie, we almost got it though.
Hey, NDP fans. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Look at me. Hi. Okay. Do you want your business logo and company displayed right here in your very own commercial? Then advertise with Notre Dame Prep. Not only will your video ad be projected on our fancy scoreboard right here at all of our varsity home games, but people all over the world will see it too via our YouTube live streams. We've created ads for all kinds of companies in the NDP community, including Pedigo Electric Bikes, The Thumb, Rehab Plus, Breakfast Joint, Lush Burger, and the list just goes on. Just provide us with a movie file of the commercial you already own. And for those of you who don't have a commercial of your own yet, don't worry, NDP has you covered. Our marketing department will work alongside our student-driven club NDP Live to produce one for you from the start to finish. Money from our advertisers goes right into supporting our Saints Fund, which improves the school in so many ways, including our athletics, fine arts, faith formation, academics, campus improvements, and so much more. Just contact Heather Wording in our NDP Advancement Office by calling 480-634-8284 or email hwording@ndpsaints.org.
And that's the signal, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to start off with the third quarter in the homecoming game between the Notre Dame Saints and the McClintock Chargers. So far, it's 30-6. Saints heavily leading. Maybe Chargers had a little bit of locker room pep talk and are ready to come out swinging. Now, NDP would like to welcome back the members of our alumni who are here tonight to celebrate the homecoming and the community they helped shape. It's great to see you. Go Saints! Saints kicking off. Look at a little onside kick down the middle. Chargers recover. No, it makes me think that wasn't an onside kick. Maybe that was like a squib. That's a term. Regardless, it's at the Chargers 37.
Did I hear you say squib?
Squib, yes. Squib kick. I played Madden quite a bit when I was younger. I've accrued a couple terms over my years as playing as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to Hines Ward for being my go-to receiver. Chargers going to have the first play of the second half. Take the snap. Throws right over. Oh, what an interception by number 4. Adam Boyer. What a fantastic snag by the 6-foot senior, the Giant. It appears that the decimation on the McClintock Chargers is going to continue with that Saints interception. Now, Chris, what do you think the Chargers could do to spin this game on its head?
They would have to pull a Hail Mary, in my opinion. I think they could absolutely, possibly, have a chance of taking over. But as I see it right now, I think the Saints have... Uh-oh.
Interesting thing happened on the play. I'm sorry, folks. It appears I thought that it was an interception, but it looks like the McClintock Chargers still have possession of the ball and have moved up to a little past the 50-yard line. That's on me, folks. Now the question is, will they stay there, or will they be able to make some moves on the Saints defense? Quick throw to number 11. Down at about the 40.
Benitez pass complete to Robert. Tackled down to 41, picks up 7. Third and 4 for the Chargers.
Chargers attempt to run. What a terrible mistake. They get absolutely forced backwards. That's going to be 4th and 2 for the Chargers. Will they kick it, or will they try to push forward? If I'm a betting man, which I'm not because I hate gambling, I'd say that they're probably going to kick it. Chris, your thoughts?
I agree with you on that. I am also not a betting man. Gambling is quite the unlucky hobby for a lot of people. I think it would be a good bet to say that they're going to kick it. Possibly. They might pull something else. They're going to throw it.
Yep, look at that. Oh, whoa!
And he's blitzing
what?
All the way down.
You know, we talked about this, Chris, before the break. The creativity that is present in the McClintock Chargers is much greater than the Saints, and that was just put on display right now with that lateral pass backwards to, let's see, who was that? If that's number 11, I swear to goodness himself.
I think it was either number 11 or number 7.
Look, if the quarterback went up there and put on the Jets and made a touchdown, that's a phenomenal player. Regardless, Chargers are up 6 points, 30-12. Now, I was literally about to say, what a disappointing first drive for the Chargers. Yes, they got yardage, but it did not look impressive. However, I can't say that. Can't say that. This is exactly what I was talking about. It looks like they did reform their game plan. I really hope. And look at that! First field goal made by the McClintock Chargers. 1 out of 3. 30-13 with 9:59 left in the third quarter. Chris, let's pray that the McClintock Chargers really push in to that creativity. That's going to be sort of the Achilles heel of the Saints defense, I think.
It would be essential for them to take this game.
Absolutely. As I said, look, 30-6. That's a deficit, but there's been worse. People have come back from that. We could be seeing that here tonight. Could the Saints, on their homecoming game, get their first L of the season?
Now, let's not be speaking anything rash like you just.
Absolutely. Look, I'm just saying things, Chris. I'm just saying things. I'm speculating, as it will. There is still a 17-point difference. That is a big difference. But, look, if the Chargers can continue this sort of out-of-the-box play style, it could be trouble. We can both agree on that, correct?
It could be trouble.
Now, Chargers looking to kick. Appears we got Jake Smith deep in the back, ready to receive. Hopefully, the man, the myth, the legend, Jake Smith, is going to make a statement on this play right now.
That ball, it's coming in. Long drive.
Over more on the right, yeah. Someone should have yelled 4.
I am mixing golf with football. Looks like you jumped on the golf train.
I did. I support my co-commentator.
Yes. Oh, final.
So I guess, I guess that is the correct decision made by the Chargers. Kick it out of bounds rather than giving it to Jake Smith and potentially having him run through your entire defense.
Potentially having him tank through 6 people.
More like 12 or 11. How many people are allowed on the field at once? Isn't it 11? Oh, looks like we're redoing the kick. Uh-oh. Jake Smith is licking his fingers as an opportunity presents itself. Once more.
He can taste victory.
That's the only thing he can taste.
Or he could just be smelling the Chick-fil-A. We don't know.
Possibly. That reminds us, ladies and gentlemen, Chick-fil-A is here to satisfy your hunger. Go check them out. Over on the, where are they? They're on the backside, right?
They're on the backside, yes. But if they are viewers, they are not here.
That's a fair point. Saints looking to catch this one and move. Is that Jake Smith? Jake Smith is moving!
Tanking. As I stated before, he took out the sign.
Jake Smith on the return.
That's okay. Looks like he made about a 20-yard gain right there. I mean, yeah, it's you see him. He ran up that. He scooped it before he hit the ground. He said, you know what? I'm going to run this one. I'm going to take it.
23-yard return gets out to the 45. Saints take over first and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Picks up 13 down the 42-yard line, and that's good for another Saint first down. First and 10 Saints from the 42 of McClintock.
Dominic Mastro attempting to crisscross between the Chargers defense gets stopped at about the Chargers 39.
Picks up 3. Plays at the 39. Down at 7 for the Saints.
Saints go with Smith. Smith going up the left side. That's going to be another. Wow. What an absolutely dominant display from the senior. Jake Smith takes it right at the middle and rushes over the left side and gets to about the Chargers. I want to say the 3-yard line, but it very well could be the 2. And what is so interesting about Smith's play style is that he makes it look effortless. There is literally, I don't even think he's sweating. You know, I don't think he's broken a sweat yet in this game.
I don't believe I've ever heard of him breaking a sweat.
He doesn't sweat. It's a disability.
It would be a disability, yes. He is the prime human.
Saints set up a 3 in the back. Throw it to Dominic Mastro. Dominic tries to make it out to the outside and curl in, but
A domino from earlier. Did you see that, Ben? Guess not.
got a flag thrown. Let's see who it's on. Could be a holding call against McClintock. .8:36 left in the third quarter. Saints 30, Chargers down at 13.
Gain of 1 on the play. Penalties offset. Second goal, 3.
Farrell deep in the back, throws way over Jake Smith's head. That's going to be an incomplete pass, and that's going to roll up to 3rd down, I believe, for the Saints, 3rd and 3. Phenomenal effort by number 14, Zach Siegel, trying to bring the ball down, but unfortunately it bounces out of his palms. That's going to bring up 4th and 3 for the Saints. Interesting call here. Will they kick it, or will they try once more to put the ball in?
Hey fans, remember, there's still plenty of time to get your drum on. If you're hungry, you need to eat more chicken. We've got the North End of the Stadium. We've got Chick-fil-A and Soda Rush tonight to fill you up and fill you up right. That's at the North End of the Stadium, Chick-fil-A and Soda Rush. Also, our St. Dad's Club is still selling you water and other refreshments to keep you hydrated. And also have victory towels for sale. You can grab these little victory towels and start waving them around as you cheer on our Saints.
Saints roll back, throw over. Oh, number 25. Wait, excuse me, 26.
Oh, it was number 25.
Number 25, Luke Roberts, getting the 6 for the Saints. That's going to bring the lead up to 36 to 13.
6'4", 195 pounds. Leader of House Valentine, my house, personally.
Fantastic effort by both him and Jake Farrell. There's a lot of pressure by the McClintock defense coming down on him, but they were able to pull through.
Setting up for that good old field goal.
Looks like they're going for an extra point, or 2 extra points. Man in motion, Jake Smith over the right side. Farrell, oh, flag on the play. Not sure what that call was. False start, maybe?
It was a roll.
Someone was traveling. As you know, you can only take 2 steps and then bounce the football on the ground before you can proceed to walk, or else it is a foul. So, appears we have a traveling call.
Point pass conversion from Maryland spot number 2, Robbie Broder. And with 8:21 left in the third, the score is now Notre
Great field goal by number 14, Robbie Brodart. Wait, excuse me. I think that was the extra point. Gonna be honest, folks. I was not even looking at the game. Yep, looking at the replay. Robbie Brodart bringing the pass down from Jake Farrell, right in the midst of the McClintock defense. That's going to take the lead to 38 now. Some heavy pressure on the McClintock Chargers to really pull this together. Kick, ooh, right up the middle once more. Chargers trying to run into the, oh, wow. McClintock Chargers gets absolutely stuffed by number 90, Brock Locke, putting the boom down on the Chargers. Chargers.
Keep that to side. The 22. Moves his angle to play. Second down and 18 for the Chargers.
Throws right over number 4 for the Chargers. Ooh. He skipped a little bit. Looked like he had some ice skates on, jumping in between the Saints defense, but was ultimately rocked and socked by the Saints. I was about to say that. 3 receivers deep on the right side for the Chargers. 7 looks to throw. Wow! Way behind their star player, I might say, number 11. God. Jake Smith back to receive. Ooh, easily takes out 2 of the Chargers. Making his way down the left side. What a block by the Saint Smith. as I keep saying time and time again, Jake Smith cannot be stopped. I mean, starting out absolutely juking those two fools out of McClintock. They quit football. They quit football. That's how bad Jake Smith got them. They're currently basketball players right now. Then rushing up the sidelines. Look at the speed. I mean, look, if you had a Lamborghini in a race against Jake Smith, it was a 100-yard dash, who'd you pick? I'd pick Jake Smith every single day. That kid can't be stopped. And then granted, he did get a little flipped on that hurdle, but look, I mean, his vertical must be like 39 feet. That's what I would say it's at, 39 feet. Any thoughts, Chris?
I'm scared.
Way to go, Chris! Way to go!
Your energy is horrifying. Like, I'm glad you have it, but...
Chris is absolutely stunned by their performance tonight. Can we get Jake Smith an Oscar? Can we give him something? Look, I know he's going to the All-American game, but boy, this guy deserves everything he's getting. What a player. What a play.
Penalty against Notre Dame marks the ball at the 38-yard line. Saints take over first and 10 from their own 38.
It appears that there was a flag on the play. This takes the Saints literally all the way back across the field. You know what I say? Look, as bad as this is, it gives us more opportunities to see Smith play. That's all I'm saying right now. Give him the ball and let him go. Apparently a lot of deliberation going on the field with the referees. Not entirely sure what was going on. I can't even tell you what the call was. You know why they got sent back? Could have been a holding call. Could have been another traveling call. Regardless, Farrell snaps it back, throws it to Dominic. Wow! Excuse me, that was not Dominic. That was number 14, I believe. Zach Siegel, taking a ride at the middle for a healthy gain. Moving the chains for the Saints once more.
Siegel on the carry. 3 yards to the 45 of McClintock. Quick for another. Saints, first down. 10 Saints from the 45. Number 34 brings more on the carry. Penalty flag on the play.
Farrell scrambling over to the right side, looking for someone, looking down. Oh! Oh! Zach Siegel's helmet was torn off by a McClintock Charger. What a dangerous situation. Third down for the Saints on the Chargers 22. Looks like number 34, Briggs Moore. Huge man. Making his way down the middle.
Briggs Moore.
Maybe that's why he chose it. Great play by the Saints, resulting in another 6 points. That looks like number 2, Robbie Brodar. Yep. Fantastic display by Robbie Brodar, really showing his strength tonight as a receiver. Now it appears that the Chargers are sort of running out of steam as the Saints progress to 44 points, as opposed to the Chargers' own 13. Chris, what do you think the Chargers can do? Because this is in dire territory for them to turn it around.
Well, we are in quarter 3. Now they do have time in the in the fourth quarter. Personally, they have a play going.
Farrell moving far to the right side, throws, almost nails a photographer. Fur.
Over number 25.
How is photographer spelled? Is that with an E at the end or an O? E-R. Okay.
I'm glad you passed English class.
I am an honor student at ASU.
And you definitely know how to spell photographer.
Absolutely.
As an NDP Live member, I feel personally.
Photographer. 4. And they're down in front. Oh, they're spinning touchdown Jesus one more time. That looked like a 3,600 spin. If Jesus was in the let me try that again. If Jesus Jesus was in the X Games, he would definitely be bringing home the gold medal to a Nazareth. Number 11 for the Saints. Matt Hagar looking to put the boot to the leather. Let's see how far he can get it. Right up the middle one more time. Number 12 for the Chargers, moving around to the left side. Trying to find, I mean, look, kid, you're going to find, what are you doing?
Go on.
Looking for an opening, and you run smack dab into the entirety of the Saints defense. An interesting call. Chris, what's your take on that sort of football decision?
Well, what just happened, I don't think that was a bright idea. Run right into the heart of defense. And even though the ball was a skipper down to that man, he just made the wrong decision.
You know, you got your credit maybe he was thinking fight fire with fire. If I run at them while they're running at me, I might be able to, you know, tip the scales a little bit.
Intimidate them by running straight at them, and then I get clobbered in the face.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? That's what lions do. In the wild, lions run at things that run back at them sometimes.
Is that so?
And, you know, most of the times... No.
Oh.
No, I don't. I watch Discovery Channel.
Oh. Nat Geo?
Maybe. Meanwhile, on the field, McClintock is getting eaten alive out there by the Saints defense. Minute 30 left in the third quarter. Hopefully they... What do you mean it depends on your mood? What depends on your mood? Oh, it's a Tuesday night. Nah, it's a Nat Geo time. Oh, honey, what's that? Oh, Wednesday afternoon? Nah, let's throw on the Discovery Channel.
Animal Planet.
I'm in the mood for lions. What you in the mood for? Oh, you know, lions.
Friday. Now let's move.
Huge throw. Oh, it looks like the ball bounced directly off the turf and into that young man's face. He's definitely torn up about it. Hopefully our guy Sean upstairs really captured that intimate moment between the man and the ball. Number 7 from the McClintock Chargers, really fighting to stay alive out there. Did a really good job scrambling around, finding openings, looking for an opportunity to send the bomb downfield. Unfortunately, the Saints defense, just too crafty, found the openings and exploited them.
Stop to the 33-yard line, no return. Correction, 24-yard line. Saints take over, first and 10. Oh, 24-yard punt, marked at the 33. Saints take over, first and 10 at their own 33.
Farrell bombs it down to about the Chargers 45-yard line. Caught by number 2. I want to say it's Robbie Brodar. Once more, the kid from New Orleans showing us what he's made of. His family started a textile business there in about 1732. They donated most of their proceeds to charity, leading to their travel out west to Arizona.
24 yards on the pass from Farrell to Brodar.
Now it looks like the third quarter, that was the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. Chris, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking that the dog pound is jumping a lot, and it's scaring me.
Also, actually, thank you, Chris, for bringing that up. That brings me to a really fantastic point. So, my man George Simon in the chat a while ago, he asked, why the camera always moving and I can't see the play? George, let me answer that really quickly for you. So, with the amount of people on the stadium, so when you have a lot of people in the stands, and we are connected to the stands, it's not a separate sort of booth, we're connected to the top of it. And so when everyone is sort of jumping around, getting excited, showing support for the Saints, it kind of shakes the foundations and our camera up top, unfortunately. We wish we could change it, but there's really not a lot we can do.
Farrell's pass complete to number 21, Alex Clausen. Gain of 9 on the play. Second down and 1 for the Saints. Ball's marked at the 34. Fans, as a reminder, help try to leave this stadium nicer than when you got here. If you could pick up some of your trash on the way out and dispose of it, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Farrell.
Farrell's pass complete to number 9, Zach Gray. Gain of 17 on the play, and that's good for another Saints first down. Some 10 Saints from the 17-yard line.
Farrell gives it to 34.
Briggs Moore on the carry.
Briggs Moore, gain of 3 on the play. The Saints are just gradually tearing away at the Chargers' red zone. Robbie Brodar heading off to the sidelines, tagging in number 9, Zach Gray. I didn't even know Zach Gray went off the field. Farrell drops back, gives the ball to Briggs once more. Briggs making his way through the openings. Gets caught at about the 5-yard line. Briggs Moore showing some fantastic running skills on this drive. Really impressing the fans here tonight.
Pickup by Briggs Moore, brought down at the 4-yard line. That's good for another Saints first down. First and goal, Saints from the 4. Touchdown run by number 34,
Briggs Moore, the man who progressed through the red zone. They give him the ball and say, hey, Briggs, go get us another touchdown. And Briggs does so accordingly, taking the lead. Up to, it looks like 37 points. Saints at 50, Chargers at 13. Man. Breaking the halfway mark to 100 are the Saints. Let's see if they can get this extra point. Excuse me, extra 2 points. Pass is complete to Zach Gray.
Farrell's conversion pass is complete to number 9, Zach Gray.
For an extra 2 points.
9:50 left in the game. It's Notre Dame 52, McClintock 13.
What an interesting development on the field. Jake Smith looking to kick. What is going on? What a phenomenal kick down the right side. Booms it to about the 15 of the Chargers. Chargers taking it down. What can Jake Smith not do is the question.
Yard return of the play. McClintock takes over, first and 10 at their own 26. End of the play, second down and 10 for the Chargers.
Chargers look like they're going to try to run once more. Taken down by the Saints. Looks like a 3-yard gain.
Picks up 2 on the carry, third down and 8 for the Chargers.
No way. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said multiple times tonight, number 11 for the McClintock Chargers, showing that he is absolutely, undisputably, without a doubt, the best player on their team. Oh my gosh, he's injured. No, he's fine. He's trotting away on the sidelines. Whew! Crisis averted for the Chargers. Boy, but would you look at that? What a quick pass. Way down at about the 30-yard line. 11 picked it up out of the air, zoomed his way across, and found himself deep in Saints territory. The steel that flows within the Saints' defense's veins was just brought to the surface as they just tackled the Chargers deep backwards. Chargers drop back. Ref blows the whistle with such intensity, I confused him with a locomotive for half a second. Unfortunately, I can't hear him. Holding up the... What? What'd he say?
I don't know. What did you say?
Let me try to interpret his sign language here. He held up the... oh, we got one of those.
They can't
Little
see
finger guns out to the side. What? He's pointing. All right, play's going. Chargers drop back deep. Number 9 gets stuffed by the Saints defense. Chargers really looking to put one in, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen as they get taken down once more by the Saints defense. Look, Chris, this is what I like to harp on. From last year and this year, nothing has changed in the Saints goal line defense. They are as solid as ever. They are blocking the run game, and they are absolutely diffusing and neutralizing the pass game. It's impossible to get anything past the Saints. Now, as I say this, they're probably going to score. Just because, I mean, Wood, where's Wood? Knocked on it.
That's something.
Oh, wait a second. I don't think the Chargers are actually in possession of the ball. Yep, it's the Saints ball. Oh, my gosh! No! I knocked on wood! Wow. Wow. Yeah, no, Andy, thank you. I will not buy a lottery ticket for the Mega Millions or the Powerball this weekend. Jeez Louise. I guess I apologize to our 55 fans watching. I guess I gotta internalize that one. Gosh. Mine too. My mouth is. I got chapped lips. It's a little hot out. It's time for chapstick. Not sure. Was that a 52-19? Look, so Chris, as I stated, the Chargers. Look, they've had some very creative plays, and those are the ones that work out for them. But I think the real crux in their game plan is that they didn't, or the real thorn in their side is that they didn't do that more often.
They had a few good plays, I admit. But they just need to do more of that if they want to beat the undefeated Notre Dame Prep Saints.
Absolutely. I mean, this team is one of the best in the nation, ranked at about 731. So definitely in the top, 3%, I'd say, out of all high school teams. Actually, Google it really quickly. How many high school football teams exist?
Let's find out.
No internet. We can't. We have no idea.
Couldn't tell ya.
Well, look, regardless, the Saints are extremely formidable, at least in Arizona. And in order for a team to overcome that, they really have to do what McClintock showed tonight, was think outside the box. So if I could give any advice to any team to beat the unbeatable, think outside the box, be creative, try new things. Because this team is so systematically sound. It's ridiculous. I mean, they could probably beat the Patriots if they wanted to.
Well, if there's no deflate game.
Try is no good. And with 6:46 left in the game, Notre Dame 52, McClintock 19.
after a quick Google, I'd like to report to you that NDP is in the top 20% of all high school teams in the country, which I think is notable. Chris, is that not notable?
I would say it is notable. Top 1/5 of the country.
Jace, do you think that's notable?
Okay.
Absolutely. Jake Smith. Look at the speed on him! Gosh, he dragged that defender for about 10 yards. Ugh.
9-yard return by Jake Smith. Gets out to the 41-yard line. First and 10 Saints from their own 41.
Chris, I was checking out Max Preps the other day, and it appears that they've statistically stated that Jake Smith has over 1 million rushing yards. Is that true?
It's highly possible. We can check a look.
Let's check a look at Jake Smith. Here are the old lozenges.
What's up?
He is the... Oh! Briggs Moore! What a performance down the left side.
Penalty flag on the field. Ball moves back to the 39-yard line for the penalty. First down and 12 for the Saints.
Briggs Moore running out to the right side, gets tackled. I don't think there's any yards gained on the play, but I've got to say that fumble turned into a touchdown on the Chargers side. That didn't stun the Saints at all. I feel like a lot of teams, Chris, would see that, they would experience that, and they would be a little shaken. Their game would be thrown a little bit off. You know, maybe tonight's the difference tonight is that, you know, we're up 52-19, so maybe that's why they weren't shaken. But it's a real possibility that any team would see that and kind of feel it through the ranks, you know. But the Saints, they power through. That's one of their best things. They are one of the most composed teams I've ever seen.
Now, I'm looking at Jake's stats. He currently, not including tonight's game, he has 12 touchdowns overall in the games that he has played so far in this season.
So 2018-2019 season, this Smithster coming in with an average of 2 touchdowns a game. That's wild, ladies and gents. This guy is going somewhere. What a catch by number 25. Bringing it down with the might of Zeus, it looked like.
Pass complete to number 25, Luke Roberts.
Luke Roberts once more. He's got one touchdown under his belt tonight. Maybe he's looking for one more.
Gain of 18 on the play, good for another Saints first down. First and 10 Saints from McClintock, 43. Moore picks up one. Second and 9 from the 42. On the carry, gets to the 38. Picks up 4. Down to 5 for Notre Dame.
To answer Stacy Walsh's question, excuse my reading inefficiency. Jake Smith has racked up, we believe, 3 touchdowns. We're looking at Max Preps right now. They don't exactly list it as the game progresses. Did they add that after the fact, post game sort of statistics?
Yeah, after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. So I think after the game, head over to maxpreps.com. And
an easy way to find it would be searching in your Google browser, whatever browser you use, hopefully Google, that's the best. You search NDP Max Preps, look up Jake Smith as, if you want to go into the roster and then click on Jake Smith's name, it'll give you all his stats, including his weight, national average, for everything like that. If you would,
if you're interested in how tall and how big he is,
he's
there.
He's a surprisingly.
If you want to know what he eats for breakfast, that's there too. You want to know what he does at 3 p.m. on every Thursday, that's there too.
No, that's.
If you want to know his dog's name, it's on there. His father and his mother's name, they are currently listed.
That's actually highly possible.
Bob and Linda.
No. Back to what I was saying. If you search NEP Max Preps, go to the roster, click his name, you will see all his stats, national average for everything, and you'll see after this game, currently it's stating this current score, it's updated, last updated 6 minutes ago, and it'll give you all the information of tonight's game, it'll give you his touchdowns after the fact.
Thank you, Chris. Good info. Looks like Saints struggling to progress through the Chargers at the moment. We got about 2 minutes left in the game. Chris, you know what? With two minutes left in the game, do you think the Chargers can pull this one out of the box? Good answer. I got to agree with it. Let's see. Yeah. Third and 7 for the Saints. Yeah, I mean, it's really, this game is sort of just another example in the long line of games that it just expresses how dominant NDP is. I mean, you got to think, in the past few years, they have developed one of the most fearsome programs in the continental Arizona. That's a fair descriptor. It's on a continent, and it is Arizona. Therefore, continental Arizona.
Schultz passing complete, intended for Manitti. Down at 7 for Notre Dame. Kickoff ball, 1st and 10 on their own 30.
Ladies and gents, we are tossing a poll out right now. Who do you think is going to win? The Saints or the Chargers? Vote.
Where is it? Where does it come up?
Just on the right side of the screen, it should be there. Sauce out your thoughts.
1-yard pickup. Out of 9 from the 31 to the Chargers. Trujillo picks up 3. Final score, Notre Dame 52, McClintock 19. Thanks for coming out tonight, folks. Welcome back to all of our graduates. Great to see you here, and always go Saints. Help us out, pick up a little bit of trash on your way out, clean up the stadium.
Well, it appears that the game has concluded. The final score, Notre Dame Saints 52, McClintock Chargers 19. Well, there's been some good highlights on both sides. Great effort by both teams. But Saints move on to 7-0, undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending tonight's live stream. I want to express a quick thank you to NDP Live for having me back as a commentator. Very enjoyable. Hope to see you guys soon again. Chris, any thoughts?
I'm thrilled that you were able to come out tonight. I think it was an amazing night. Your commentary has brought me back to last year. A little bit of nostalgia, and I'm glad to have you tonight. And I think it was a lovely game. Good job to the Saints tonight. We'll see you next game, folks. Have a wonderful evening. Have a safe weekend. And students, enjoy that party in the USA homecoming.
This year's NDP Culinary Festival is the place to be if you want fabulous food, drinks, music, and fun. Enjoy hosted wine and beer provided by the Scottsdale Beer Company, plus culinary tastings from favorite Valley restaurants like the Fairmont Scottsdale Princess, Fleming's Prime Steakhouse and Wine Bar, Grimaldi's, and our very own NDP Baking Club. New this year is our premier raffle, where you have a chance to win $1,000 in airfare with American Airlines. Tickets can be purchased by going to ndpsaints.org/raffle. Open to adults 21 and over, this casual event is the perfect atmosphere for friends, family, colleagues, and neighbors to enjoy an evening of community and friendship.
So come join the fun under the stars, Saturday, November 10th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Notre Dame Preparatory's campus. Just go to ndpsaints.org/culinary fest to purchase tickets. Are you a golf enthusiast? Expert or not, you have the chance to enjoy a great game of golf on an award-winning course with beautiful weather and friends. A school tradition. We invite you to this year's 17th annual NDP Golf Tournament. Held at True North Golf Club, the tournament is designed for golfers of all abilities. The event takes place Wednesday, December 5th. It is an 18-hole shotgun start with a 4-person scramble format. But the game isn't all. Ticket prices include breakfast and dinner, cocktails, raffle, auction, and awards. Don't wait. Invite your friends and business associates to join the fun. Go to ndpsaints.org/golf to purchase tickets and learn more.